Welcome guys to the astrology day with Mona. Today we have guide for her. We will cover only support build. Yes, I know that there is an option to go for the DPS build, but now that we have much better DPSs, taking into consideration that we now have Nevillet, well, she doesn't have a chance to be even close to his damage, so there is no point of covering DPS build because she's more like a support, giving extra damage to the DPSs and giving a lot of damage with her burst and nothing else. So firstly, we are going to talk about weapons. Now, because of the artifact set, I am building her with the energy recharge weapon, and she needs to have her burst activated all the time, and energy recharge weapon is going to be probably the best option. But if you do have enough energy recharge, you can try out, let's say, Witsit and take a little bit of extra damage and giving boost to your DPSs. So the Witsit is going to be great option. I think many people actually do use Witsit more than energy recharge weapons. And when it comes to some of the 5 stars, we do have some crit weapons. And yeah, I don't have any energy recharge catalyst weapons, if we even have the energy recharge catalyst weapon that is 5 star, I don't even know. Either Witsit or maybe some energy recharge weapon. And yes, you can go with the 5 star crit weapon as well. That's going to be the best options for her, but you have to pay attention to have her burst activated all the time. Next on the list we have artifacts. Well, I'm building her with the emblem set, because as much energy recharge you get on this set, the more boost you will have, and in the end, that energy recharge boost is going to give your burst extra damage. So plus when it comes to the support build, and only burst damage capabilities when it comes to Mona. So you will want to have her burst activated all the time, which means that this is going to be a great option. You will have 75% bonus damage on burst, you will have extra energy, so I think this is going to be the best option. But hey, there might be some other options that someone else is using, especially if someone built her as a DPS, but this is probably the best way to go with her. And the way you are building her is going to be energy recharge, hydro and crit. When it comes to some other options, yes, people went for the noblesse. It's also a great option, but there's too many characters that you can use noblesse on. You can switch from some other characters and have even double set on Mona, just switching it, sometimes to noblesse, sometimes to emblem. Tenacity is not going to work that well because her skill is not that long. So yeah, emblem and noblesse should probably be the best ones. And as I said, emblem should probably give the most damage to the burst and being able to cast burst every single rotation, while noblesse possibly would have a little bit of trouble because of that 20% of energy recharge. And if you didn't choose energy recharge weapon, then probably noblesse is not going to be that great, although it does have 20% of damage for the burst. But hey, you have 75 on emblem. You can try both of them, but I think emblem is still going to be better. And now let's talk about talents. Okay, if you are somehow going for that DPS build, you will want all of them at level 9 or maybe crown if you really want to go that far. But when it comes to support build, the only thing that you want to upgrade is going to be her burst. And the reason for that is because you will not get anything except extra damage from her skill. And her skill, as I said, it doesn't stay that long on the field, and we don't really have any damage from it, so you don't really need to worry about skill, only burst, and burst has incredible damage and is also giving you some boost, okay? So 60% damage bonus, but they have to be applied with the Omen, so not to all enemies. You need to pay attention. I mean, if it's only a boss battle, it's going to be applied, so you don't have to worry about that. But if we have, let's say, 3 Magu Genkis and you didn't cast it in the middle, then 2 out of 3 of them would probably have Omen instead of all 3. So you need to pay attention just to that, a little detail, nothing else. And now let's cover the passive talents. The first one, while you are using her illusionary torrent, while you are in the state where you are sprinting with her, so you are invisible when you have only bubbles on the ground and you are moving around the field, well, if you come near enemy, you will create the phantom, and that phantom is going to do 50% of her skill damage. So it's going to be even less damage, but you will have it applied on the field, which means more hydro application. It's nothing special, but nice thing when you are rushing something and you had to move from the location to another one, especially if you have some pyro DPSs, so you will have to vaporize it immediately after that. And the second passive is something that I wanted to talk about. I said to go with the emblem set, and 20% of energy recharge that Mona has is going to be converted into hydro damage bonus. But it is only to her, and in the end burst is hydro damage, so it's going to boost it even more, which means more damage from burst. And that's the reason why I said emblem should be the best one in the end. 20% of energy recharge can be huge if we are taking into consideration that you can go with the 300 energy recharge because of emblem set and maximum boost for emblem. So yeah, just think about that when you are building her and choosing artifacts. Lastly, let's talk about constellations. So C1 is giving extra damage for every single reaction that you can come up with while you are fighting with enemies. So all enemies affected by Omen are going to have increased 15% of damage if you did have some kind of elemental reaction. And those are all of them. I'm not going to read. So yeah, any elemental reaction you apply while Omen is on enemies, you have 15% of extra damage. C2 is more related to DPS build because there's 20% chance when you are using normal attack that you will get free charge attack. So that's not bad as an option, but hey, we are not really building her that way because she cannot compare to, let's say, Navilette. I'm taking him as example just because he's the best hydro DPS and she's not even close, so yeah. Just think about when you're building her. C2 isn't really that good, but hey, if you really want to, as a DPS, that's going to be amazing to have free charge attack in the middle of combat. C4 is amazing. All opponents that are affected by Omen, your characters are getting 15% of crit rate increased on them, so it's going to make sure that you crit every single time if you build them correctly, of course. So yeah, C4 is amazing constellation, and now we have only C6. Okay, while you are using that illusionary torrent, if you're using it for 3 seconds, you get 180% of damage bonus on charge attack. It's going to be better for DPS build, yes, I know it, but in the end, even with that incredible boost and a C2 that is going to be great as a constellation for DPS, I still believe that she is not even close. But hey, when we get to C6, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see just how much damage can Mona provide as a DPS, and we will see if it is even worth to build her that way, or you should just keep her burst and support build the way I'm building her now. One more thing to cover, we have Mona teams, and it's not going to be that hard because she's giving extra damage to everyone, she's giving crit rate to everyone who are attacking enemies with the applied omen. So yeah, it's not going to be that hard because you can put her literally in absolutely every